Yeah, hello everybody. Live with Gilbert Joekpata. So this is your weekly market analysis session where we look at the market event you should watch out for as an investor, and of course we also look into technical analysis where we give you some price forecast and also what you should expect for the new investing and trading week. So I want to know if I'm live. Please just confirm if I'm live. All you have to do is go to the comment section and type live. Say something to me. Say something to me. Let me know you're right here with me. All right. So it's about time. It's about time. I'll do my best to keep this under 20 minutes. Under 20 minutes. All right. So support our stream. Support our stream. All it costs is a like. Leave a like, leave a comment, give us feedback. Let us know if there are places you want us to improve on. Also, if you have questions why the live session with someone who is a trader. Also, do well to share market with watch with also someone who is an investor. You should also know we are giving the beginner's guide to cryptocurrency entirely for free. So if you know someone who is a cryptocurrency who wants to get started in crypto, the person wants to understand what crypto is, what blockchain is, the ways that person can make money, feel free to share that course with such a person. And so, without further ado, welcome to Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. Market Watch Live, the weekly outlook is the market analysis session of the Investors Lodge, where every month we are here. We will give you an outlook, things you should expect in the market. And then on Fridays, there is a roundup session that happens with some of the facilitators and educators, at the Smart Investors Board. So all you have to do is follow us on X. So you'll catch up with a roundup session of everything that happened in the market, price calls, and also forecasts. But remember, nobody does it better than us right here at the Smart Investors Lodge when it comes to calling the market from calling 1617K as the bottom of the last bear market, calling 24K as the beginning of a bull run, and we'll be leading you all the way to even when we highlighted that when we highlighted even the drawdown to from $110, we highlighted the drawdown that took us to as low as I think that's $76,000. Call the next move. And there's one thing I'm trying to let you all know as we dive into some new phase of the market. One thing I want you to really know is that this is where you will know when this bull run is over. This is when you will know this bull run over. We've been unable. We have not told you the market has stopped yet. There are many persons who keep telling you the market has stopped, but over here we have that. So without further ado, welcome once again to Market Watch. Like I said, I'm going to try my best to make sure I keep this under 20 minutes. So these are the three market events we are watching out for as we dive into the new investment and trading week. Happening today is Stacknet. Stacknet, it is because this is one of the assets we've been accumulating and dollar cost averaging, in the premium community. So Stacknet token unlock happening today, uh, which is representing about sorry for that short break. Sorry for that. So more like a recap. We're going to start from these are the three markets event we are watching out for. So analysis is happening today. Stacknet token unlock. Stacknet is set to unlock about 1.7 million token, which is 5.9% of its circulating supply. And it's very important we highlighted the Stacknet token unlock because this is one of the assets we've been accumulating, at from shared Stacknet with a lot of development in place in the ecosystem, and why this is something as a smart investor you should be paying attention to. And so typically what happens whenever that token is that this to a sell off. So as a smart investor, see your opportunity, if feedback, I want to be sure I'm here. I want to be sure I'm here with all of you. All right, so second analysis happening tomorrow, which is the Arbitrum token unlock. Arbitrum is also having token unlock. 92.6 million of its token, which is approximately 2% of its supply, which will release. Typically, Arbitrum made this list because I want us to really watch what's happening in Arbitrum. Arbitrum hit the market with so much expectations. Yeah, but probably Arbitrum is below their expectations, what we all expected from Arbitrum. But then let's really put an eye on lots of things that are happening there in the Arbitrum ecosystem. But then last but not the least, which is the top of market events happening, is the Federal Reserve interest rate decision that's happening on Wednesday. The Federal Reserve interest rate decision that's happening on Wednesday. Look, long ago, we started anticipating right here at the Smart Investors Law that this September we're going to have rate cut. And when we started anticipating that there's going to be rate cut, so many persons were saying the beer market has started, and we said no, it hasn't. We still have more interest rate coming. There was two persons saying we're not going to have rate cuts. This even as we came closer, we're right. Rate cut is about taking place, and there's a large level of certainty we're going to have about 25 basis point cut, and there is also a larger certainty that we are still going to have about one or two more cuts after the rate cuts that's going to happen on Wednesday. We get so there are lots of bullish activity happening at the macroeconomic scene, and this is what you should watch out for. Don't forget rate cut, always lead to amounts to access money be cheaper. This money flow into the cryptocurrency market and also the stock market. So the rate cut is quite bullish for the cryptocurrency market. But then let's dive a little bit into some technicals. Like I promised you, I'm going to do my best to make sure this is like an under 20 minutes. So stick with me as fast as you can. And don't forget, like I've said, do well, share this video, share also to the technicals with someone who you think is gonna need this. But, but then diving into the market, we've really come a long way. We've really come a long way looking at the market. It's still to be range bound. And why we highlighted this range, very downside, but this is why this is became an inflationary event. The idea rate cut is beginning, not necessarily to an inflationary. What I meant is it led to a sell the news event. And why we highlighted this range, very but this is why this is okay. I'm trying to make sure network has seen me up and important things we should be saying. Uh, welcome back. Like we're saying, the idea of rate confirmation actually led to a sell the news event. It led to a sell the news event, and that was last week. I think 2 Saturdays ago. 2 Saturdays ago, we had the best will sell off that happened since 2022. So it's institutions. So institutions are using it, to sell their bags because some of them got into the market very early. So there are two things I expect will happen, during this rate cut. As bullish as this is, I still think there are some institutions selling. There are even sell off already happening. There are sell off already happening within the past days, which means they are most fast in the market. And why I think cut is still going to lead to the market still in an upside. You could see sellers have been settled within this past. You ask me, we are diving into rate cut. Why then? Why then is there sell? Like I've said, and I've always said, this is leading to a sell the news event. These institutions that are selling, some of them started buying since 16, 17K. Some of them started buying at 24, about 600% profit. What do you expect them to do? Institutional investors always socially engineer their take profit. And so they are using this as an opportunity to take profit. However, there is still money on the sidelines. You know, it will lead us to test this level, probably even 20, 120K level. However, there are two scenarios ready to play out, two scenarios ready to play out. However, a little bit of micro downside, upside prediction for this into the week with a lot of bullish activities and news at the macroeconomics, seeing these are expectation diving into the new week, in regard to BTC. But long term, I am bullish. Long term, very bullish. Uh, Network really stopped me. It's stopping me from continuing our show. So who's gonna give me feedback? All right, so let's do some technicals in regards to Ethereum. Let's find out what does the chart says about Ethereum. So for Ethereum totally played out, you spotted the ascending chart, and also this, and also tell uh, sellers were taking over and buyers entering, and this was a position which absolutely played. So for those of you who got in, I think this is a good place. Absolutely, no one calls the man the horse, right? Yeah, the smart investors lodge. We actually hit our target of 4,700 Ethereum projection. But then let's look out for what should we expect Ethereum to do? What should we expect to do? One thing I want you to know if you're listening to me is, and guess who is leading the chart? Who is leading? Who is leading? It's Ethereum. Ethereum is leading the charge for an altcoin season. I'm going to show you guys and how you should position. If you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to show you where the money is. This is where the money is. So what I'm trying to do is show you area of value, area of value. So this is our resistant level. However, I have what? This is a local support level, which is area of resistance. What traders do is that we buy at support, sell at resistance, buy at support, sell at resistance, right? We still have another level here. Let's watch out for, okay, micro. So what some move up in a straight line, right? Price doesn't move up in a straight line, so it has a what Ethereum is taking a rest, and this is what we'll do. Ethereum is ready to do something like this. So, so let's wonder. We don't know if there's going to be a sell pressure. Okay, I'm back here. So I think it's some support level, and I'm not even taking out a fact that uh, in so two possible scenario to play out. It's like a deep breath. This deep breath is going to lead us, to an upward continuation. But at the level we test, and as much as when you look at what's happening in the economic scene, you should think that market should be given up. However, in the bigger time frame, we could be able to large level of certainty that the market uh, continue allows me. I wanted sharing with I want to share with you all the altcoin index. I mean, I call this a day. I should have spent even way more network. This is why we're already in an. So let's look at the altcoin. I've taught you guys already how to use the altcoin index, right? It shows you we're already in the alt season, and that's why a lot of alts, uh, solid alts have already built structures. They have built technical structures for an upside continuation. Top 50 coins in Bitcoin, even in the last 90 days. Let's use an indicator or using using uh, using coin market cap. Let's also look at what it is saying. Okay, you could also see the all season index here already outperforming Bitcoin, within the past 90 days. So you could see major outperformance happening. So if you're holding the right odds, if you're holding the right odds, you are, regardless of what you're doing in the market, my friends. Moving into, make sure as you're moving into the market, you're investing and trading smartly. Uh, what, what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, yeah, that's it. But there's something very important that if I could share that here with you all. So there is this class happening that we are going to hold. For certain reasons, it has not held. We've guided you from when we said the market had bottom. We held classes from beginners guide, how to cash, how to technically one thing that I owe, members of the Smart Investors Lodge is a particular class. And as we dive into this very, very interesting moment of the month, I have, that bull charge, which is going to lead us to that breakout up, which will lead us into year markets. However, I still think it's still my views. We are in for an overextended bull market. I've always said this anyway. We're in for an overextended bull market. But then don't forget to take profits. It's not always what you make, but what you keep that always counts in the cryptocurrency market. So meanwhile, uh, we have a premium channel where we always post profitable trade setup. So if you're buying, you want to know where we're selling, the Smart Investors Lodge premium channel is where you should be. So do well. Join us on Discord. Join us in our Discord channel. That's the hub for anything crypto trading and investing. And that's my time, guys. Don't forget, no matter what you do in the market, if you must invest or trade, make sure you're investing and trading smartly, my friend. I'm gonna see you on Monday, for another session of Market Watch. Stay safe.